What happens when one of the world's most important oil arteries suddenly stops flowing? In early March 2026, global shipping through the Strait of Hormuz nearly came to a standstill. Tankers halted, cargo ships turned away, insurance companies withdrew overnight, but now the United States has unveiled a dramatic response, a $20 billion reinsurance program designed to bring ships back into one of the most dangerous waterways on Earth. The question is simple: will it work? Or is global trade about to face its biggest maritime crisis in decades? On March 6, 2026, the United States International Development Finance Corporation announced a massive $20 billion reinsurance facility aimed at restoring commercial shipping in the Gulf. The program was developed in cooperation with the US Treasury Department and major American insurers. Its purpose is straightforward: reduce the enormous risks that shipping companies face when operating in a region now threatened by missile strikes, drones, and electronic interference. By backing insurers with government-supported reinsurance, Washington hopes to convince ship owners that it is once again safe, or at least financially viable, to move through the Strait of Hormuz. To understand why this program matters, we need to understand the Strait of Hormuz itself. At its narrowest point, this passage is only 21 nautical miles wide. Yet, through this narrow corridor flows 20 to 25% of the world's seaborne oil. Another 20% of global liquefied natural gas also travels through these waters. Every day, under normal conditions, roughly 120 vessels pass through the strait. When Hormuz stops moving, the global energy system begins to tremble. The crisis escalated dramatically after February 28, 2026. Following strikes involving US and Israeli forces, Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps declared the Strait of Hormuz closed. Within days, maritime traffic collapsed. From more than 120 ships per day, traffic dropped to a single vessel by March 3rd. More than 170 container ships were suddenly stranded or forced to reroute. Major global shipping companies, including Maersk, MSC, CMA CGM, and Hapag-Lloyd, suspended operations. Missile threats, drone attacks, and severe navigation interference made the region nearly impossible to insure. Without insurance, ships simply do not sail. The ripple effects have spread rapidly across global supply chains. Ships avoiding the Persian Gulf must travel thousands of additional miles. Many are rerouting around the Cape of Good Hope, adding 10 to 14 days to each voyage. Fuel costs alone can increase by $1 million per trip. Meanwhile, air freight rates have surged by 400% as companies search for alternatives. Container shipping prices have jumped between $500 and $3,500 per container. The result? Everything from clothing to medical equipment is becoming more expensive. Energy markets are watching the situation closely. Oil prices are already hovering near $90 per barrel. If the Strait of Hormuz remains closed, analysts warn prices could surge well into triple digits. For consumers in the United States, gasoline prices could climb to $3.50 per gallon. In Europe and Asia, the consequences may be even more severe. Energy security, once again, has become a central geopolitical issue. Insurance alone may not be enough. The success of the program could depend heavily on military protection. U.S. Central Command is reportedly considering naval escorts for commercial vessels entering the Gulf. Such patrols would mirror past operations designed to protect shipping during periods of conflict. But escort missions carry risks of their own. In the crowded waters of the Persian Gulf, a single miscalculation could trigger a much wider confrontation. The United States believes that financial guarantees can restart global shipping, but markets remain cautious. Ship owners must weigh risk against reward. and insurers must decide whether government backing is enough to offset the threat of missiles, drones, and regional escalation. In today's interconnected world, a narrow waterway thousands of kilometers away can shape prices, supply chains, and economies everywhere. The Strait of Hormuz has always been a strategic choke point, but today it stands at the center of a geopolitical test. Can financial innovation, military protection, and international cooperation keep global trade moving? Or is this the beginning of a much larger disruption in the world's energy system? The answer may shape the global economy for years to come. If you want clear, in-depth analysis of the world's most important geopolitical developments, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a like if you found this analysis useful, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into global events.